Hi guys, welcome to Python tutorials series. In this video, I would like to discuss pass statement in Python. Pass statement is a placeholder that does nothing, often used to define empty conditions, empty loops, empty functions, empty classes, etc. Pass statement is just a placeholder that does nothing, guys. For example, you might use pass in conditional block. You might use pass in conditional block where you want to handle certain cases but leave others empty. You might use pass in conditional blocks where you want to handle certain cases but leave others empty. Let's have a demo and understand, guys. Here I have Python shell and the Python file open. I am creating one variable called as num, and then I ask user to enter an integer number. Here I am using input and I ask user to enter an integer number. User enters the integer number. That number I am going to convert to integer and store in the num. Okay. Next, here I want to tell whether this number is a even number or odd number. How do we tell a number is even or odd? I already told you. If we divide a number by 2, if remainder is 0, then it is considered as the even number. If we divide a number by 2, if remainder is 0, then it is considered as even number. Here I say if num mod 2 is equal to 0. If we divide a number by 2, if remainder is 0, then it is considered as the even number, right? If the number is even number, I just want to pass. Okay, I don't want to do anything. Else I want to print num is odd number. Now what happens if number is even number? It does nothing, guys. If I save this and say run module, I enter 10. So num is 10, 10 mod 2. When you divide the number 10 by 2, remainder will be 0. 0 equal to 0 is true. So it is an even number. Nothing you see here, guys. Nothing you see here. Okay. So if I hit enter, nothing happens. Once again I run this code and this time I give 11. 11 is stored in the num. 11 mod 2 is 1. 1 equal to 0 is false. As this condition is false, it comes to the else part and says 11 is odd number. If I hit enter, you see it is telling 11 is odd number. So what is pass? Pass is just a placeholder to do nothing, guys. To do nothing. Maybe you want to implement this part later. Okay. In that case, you will use pass. Maybe later you will change this to like num is even number. Like this later we can implement the code in that place. Okay. So that is one example. One more. If you need a loop but don't want it to do anything at the moment, you can use pass. If you want to create empty loops, then you can use pass, guys. Like for example, I want to display 1 to 10. Okay. I want to display 1 to 10. In that case, I will write like this: for I in a range 1 to 10. Right. The range function is going to generate the sequence of numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. It is not going to generate 11 that we already know, right? 1 to 10. Now here I don't want to do anything. Okay. I want to create the empty loop. So simply I'll say here pass. Okay. I'll simply say here pass. If I say Control X, if I save this and run module, nothing happens. You see, nothing happens. Maybe later, let's say your team leader told that you should display even numbers. You should display even numbers between 1 to 10. Then in this place, you can say if I mod 2 is equal to 0. I mod 2 equal to 0. That means I is a even number. If it is a even number, then print. Or maybe your team leader says that display only odd numbers, don't display even numbers. So simply you will say here pass and then you say here else and then print the value of I. So here what happens? Only the odd numbers are displayed. When I is even, okay, it is passed. If I save it and say run module, you see only odd numbers are displayed. Let's say you want to display even numbers, don't want to display odd numbers. So simply in this place I can say pass and here I can say print the value of I. If I is an even number, then display. If it is an odd number, pass. If I save this and say run module, you see we are getting only the even numbers. Understanding? So pass is a placeholder. Remember that, okay? To do nothing in specific places. Okay, next, you can create empty functions using the pass. Sometimes you might want to define function or a method without implementing it yet. You can use pass to avoid getting syntax errors. Of course, you can create empty functions, guys, which you might be interested to implement later. Okay, if I come here, I say def is used to define the functions. Let's say some task. Okay, some task is the function name. Now I want this to be empty function. Okay, I want to implement this later. So I'll simply say here pass. I save this and say run module. You can see, no problem. But if I remove this pass, save and say run module, you see we are getting the problem here. Okay, so we should use pass here. I save it and say run module, right? We can create empty classes which we might interested to implement later by saying class. Here my class, it can be any class, then colon, then use pass, guys. Okay, I hope you guys have clearly understood how the pass statement is used in Python. Remember, the pass statement in Python serves as a placeholder in situations where syntactically some code is required but you don't want to execute any code. Okay, it helps you avoid errors when the Python syntax expects something to be present in that place. Okay, like if you write class my class colon, and if you don't write pass here, you get the error. You must write pass if you are creating the empty classes. You must write pass if you are creating the empty functions. Okay, or you can use pass to do nothing in specific cases, guys. Okay, that's it, guys, for this video tutorial. I suggest you people to watch this video 1 or 2 times. Okay, execute the codes, try to understand. If you still have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear, guys. In the upcoming video tutorials, we discuss more about Python in depth, step by step. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.